Sydney's Eastern Creek. Jamie Wincup's been a busy boy, fresh from race 2. He's joined us in the commentary box alongside Aaron Noonan.
Thank you, Matty. First round of the year for Formula Ford, a really exciting time, and Brad Lowe will start from pole position. There's been 2 races run already. This is the 3rd and final one, and he and Ben Morley are going to square off from the front row of the grid. Ben Morley carries our in-car camera, but it's the Australian-built Spectrums, Jamie, that's really dominated so far this weekend.
Yeah, that's right, Aaron. It's an Aussie challenge versus the European-made cars, and you know, it's always a good battle. Even when I was back in Formula Ford in 2002.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Good field of cars. 21 cars for this first round of the championship. The genuine Ford Parts Australian Formula Ford Championship. Ben Walter rounding out the field in one of 4 Brytech Motorsport Scholarship cars. That's a team, Minder Motorsport, with backing from Jason Bright. In this category, this is where all the V8 supercar stars come from. Yeah,
Minder Motorsport, Brew and Beasley run operation, and you're exactly right. These guys are all ready to go, pumped up. This is where you learn your racing skill.
Brad Lowe, pole position, has taken 2 race wins so far after qualifying second. Ben Morley in the Club Icon car on the outside of the front row. Paul Laskazeski and Adam Graham starting from the 2nd row of the grid. The start absolutely critical, and Brad Lowe looks to have made the best jump. Great start too from Adam Graham in the lead of the Brytech Motorsport Scholarship cars. The run through at turn 1, that's Blake Varney in the Autobahn machine. So it's all Spectrums at the front, and everyone needs to cover the line at turn 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Great start by Brad Lowe there. He moved out to the right-hand side of the track to get a good run through 1. Looks very, very clean at this stage.
They make the exit through turn 3. A 10-lap race. Lowe is the leader. Morley, carrying our in-car camera, sits right in behind him in 2nd spot. Adam Graham's next through. And there's been a real explosion, I guess, of teams in the off-season in this category. Back in car with Morley. 29-year-old running his own team this year, a brand new Spectrum chassis. It's only 2 weeks old, so he hasn't had a chance to test it, but it looks like it's going okay at the moment. You can see there Brad Lowe covering the line down into turn 9.
Have a look at how much those cars are moving around. These guys they're relatively cool tyres at the moment, pushing the absolute limit.
Brad Lowe, the leader. Morley in 2nd, hooked in to the gearbox. At turn 10 and 11. This is 12.
Man, this is bringing back some memories. And Slipstream, as you know, Aaron, is massive down here. You watch, he'll get right in behind the toe.
Pulling up, he's pulling up now. He can make a run at it and go for the lead at turn 1. Job done, nice move.
No, that's perfect. Just a textbook style pass, Slipstream down the straight.
Good, one off in the background there at turn 1. That's fast out there. All the way out through the sand. There's 2 of them involved, in fact. That looks like one of the Cam's Rising Stars cars, the red and silver machine. There's 3 of them here this weekend. That's Robert Munnelly in the number 12 car, and he is not going anywhere.
That's a big off there at turn 1. Lucky there's a lot of runoff and gravel trap, and as you can see, there's about 5 rows of tyres, so that's very lucky.
Looked like Scott Pye was the other car involved there. One guy we're keeping an eye on is Nick Perkett, who has taken over this year in the Sonic team, the McGall team that won the championship last year with Tim Blanchard, who's now driving in the British Formula 4 Championship. But now we get to look out the back of Ben Morley's machine as he leads through Corporate Hill. This is the replay. Turn 1, 2 into 1, don't mix.
No, that's exactly right, Aaron. Yeah, you're perfectly right. 2 into 1, don't mix. Interlocked wishbones there, which is very common in open wheel cars. And unfortunately, both of them have to retire.
There's a long way off the circuit there. And already, Scott Pye was indicating what he thought about it before he got to the wall.
There's a hand in the air there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he thought it was his line.
So those 2 cars are out of proceedings. Nick Perkett is the fastest car on the track. He's 5th at the moment and charging his way through the leaders. Ben Morley, he's just broken that slipstream. He's a little bit further in front, but Brad Lowe just starting to gain at the end, and he starts to get right up to the end of the rev range.
That's the way to go. We're only 3 laps into a 10-lap race here, and you know, these guys are sorting themselves out, working out what the car, where it's handling, where you got position over your opposition, as we see a nice pass made up the inside at 2.
That's Nick Perkett up the inside. in the silver and black machine. He takes third spot, so that's been a good run. That's not a good run at turn 2. Jake Chapman, so the Cams Rising Stars, that's 2 of them having shockers and nose cone from the spectrum.
Yeah, that's not good. That's going to slow him down a little bit in a straight line. So you know, he'll be limping home from here on.
A couple of familiar names here. The number 3 car we saw, that's Lucas Dumbrell, the younger brother of Autobahn driver Paul, chasing Rob Story. Those 2 came to grief yesterday in spectacular fashion, but Ben Morley is in a really good position here.
Yeah, that's an amazing story there with Lucas hitting Rob, and I think Rob's got a new helmet on for today.
Yeah, he needed it after yesterday. Dumbrell launched through the air. Bradlow in a really handy spot here. Even if he finishes second to Morley, he's going to win the round. And this is a new team, a 2-car Synergy Motorsport team. And this year, all of the Spectrum teams, there's satellite teams everywhere. There's the Cams Rising Stars cars that are, I guess, the main Spectrum squad. Howard Racing from the Fujitsu series, they're running 2 Spectrums. The Minder team, they're running 4. So there's cars coming from left, right and centre. And if you're this man, Nick Perkett, in the car, you're really outnumbered.
Oh, absolutely. You know, he's in big trouble if he tries to take on the lot of them. But as we can see from yesterday's results, Spectrum absolutely dominated, which, you know, they're really stamping their authority on Formula Ford here in this country.
Adam Graham just up in the slipstream there of Nick Perkett. And turn 1 in one of these cars is pretty fast.
Well, I used to, when I was in Formula Ford, it was the old 1600 engine, so I believe they've got a little bit more power now. We were just flat then, so I believe that probably now with the electric power they'd have a slight lift and maybe a dab at the brake.
This is Paul Laskazeski, the second of the Synergy Motorsport cars, sitting 5th on the road. His teammate Lowe having a good run. In fact, he's just got by Adam Graham, so the perfect place for all of these young karters. Laskazeski coming back after a year away, and this is basically what the career starts.
Absolutely, yeah, most of these guys would have now they're into Ford, and there's no messing around. Don't be for the team these races, maybe on replay because of they're quite busy, but they'll be looking at the talent coming through, and you know.
The brakes, turn 9, that's Trent Harrison in the Monza Motors Miguel, one of the French chassis. There's only 5 of them. There's 14 in the field.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? You know, back
that Jake Chapman losing the nose.
Replay
down at turn 2.
That's he's quite lucky there. That's a very cheap nose cone. Once you start bending those suspension arms, it's not expensive.
Morley continuing to lead the way. This is Blake Varney, and you can see Morley just far front, but he's broken the slipstream toe.
Yeah, we're halfway through now. All the guys will know exactly what's underneath them, how they're handling. Their opposition is faster than them or slower. So now it's going to be a very nice move. He's chosen
and for good reason. In one of the Howard Racing cars, running 2 this year, so Rob Story picks another spot. That was for position 9. It's been a pretty good back and forth. He started 12th spot. He's the son of Wally Story.
Fantastic from a Ford these days. No, it's getting a lot more coverage. There's a lot more sponsorship on that. Fantastic. Back a couple of years ago, there's more white cars out there than the coloured ones.
Here's the fight for second. Brad Lowe under increasing pressure. A little bit early to go 2 to here, but Perkins nearly got it on.
Yeah, see Brad run down the inside of 9 there. It's actually, there's a couple of lines down the inside. That's the racing line. But yeah, he's going defensive, and rightly so.
This one though, turn 12's critical, it's no good low. He gets sideways, so that will give Perkett a free ride down the front straight as they end now.
Outside, and toe at the back there at the end.
I'm sure in the back of Brad Lowe's mind last year, he's clashed on the run down in race 3. The genuine foot pump Australian Formula Ford